Okay, hello everyone. We are here in the second day of the PSA Annual Meeting, and we are with Andy Vance. How are you, Doctor?
Doing well. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it very much.
Okay. Thank you for the invitation. We are very excited to be here. So, can you introduce yourself a little bit?
I'm Andy Vance. I'm Executive Director of the Poultry Science Association.
Yes.
I work with the staff of 8 of us who are here to organize the work and advance the mission on behalf of our members.
Okay. And what is the importance of this event here in North America?
If you think about our mission as an association, it really is to do 3 things: to aid in the discovery, the discussion, and the dissemination of the poultry sciences. Really, you could summarize that to say we want to help our members advance poultry science worldwide. One of the ways we do that is through these scientific conferences. And so the PSA Annual Meeting and North American Scientific Conference is our flagship event. 4 days, science from 8 a.m. till 6 p.m., more than 600 presentations, more than a dozen symposia. And it's all about really giving the members an opportunity, from graduate students on through to tenured faculty to industry leaders, a chance to bring their research together, to share it with their colleagues, and to develop collaborations that might lead to future discoveries.
Okay, and how is the dynamics with the undergraduate students?
I'm sorry, run that by.
The undergraduate students.
Yes. Oh my gosh, yeah, the students are so important to us because we have our association membership, more than 700 students, undergraduate and graduate students. And I think we have more undergraduate students presenting this year than we've ever had in the past. You might have 1 or 2 undergraduates in a typical year. This year we have quite a few more. We even have a high school student who's come and presented their research. So you're finding younger generations of students who are interested in the poultry sciences and interested in learning what it means to be a good researcher. So that's one of the best parts of this meeting.
Okay, and you speak in this edition, people from around the world, especially, for example, Latin America. I see a lot of...
Yeah, in fact, before we were visiting, I just came from our Latin American networking luncheon because we have tried to bring together members. Certainly we're an international association, so we have members literally from around the world, but we have a few areas where we have heavier concentration of memberships. Latin America is one of those because we host, in addition to this conference, every 2 years we host the PSA Latin American Scientific Conference. This next year, so 2026, we'll be in Foz do Iguaçu, Brazil, right there on the border between Brazil and Argentina. Iguaçu Falls is one of the most beautiful places in the world, but also a great place to host a scientific conference.
That was in October.
Yeah, we had it in October of 2024. We'll host it again in October of 2026.
That's great. I see that the main subject, it seems to be avian influenza. That's right? Avian influenza.
It is one of the most important topics. So we'll have of our symposia more than a dozen different sessions that members can attain the symposia. These are 4-hour, really deep dives, several presenters. Certainly high-path avian influenza is one of the most challenging, one of the most pressing topics that we're studying. And this year, the symposia brought together people from avian health and disease management, but also experts in dairy cattle, because we know that's become a vector for spreading the virus. Human health and medicine to talk about, hey, is there concern that as this disease has become zoonotic, that we need to learn more about how people might be part of the transmission of the virus, but then also looking at solutions moving forward. Can vaccination play a role in mitigating the spread of the disease, but also provide some more economic stability for the industry, particularly the egg industry, that has really suffered some negative repercussions from having to depopulate vast numbers of laying hens.
Okay, Andy. And the next edition will be held where? In what country?
Yeah, so we're hosting Raleigh this year, in 2026 is a special one because we'll be hosting our meeting in Toronto, in Canada, in conjunction with the World's Poultry Congress. So have a very strong working relationship with the World's Poultry Science Association, another international poultry scientific society. They host their Congress once every 4 years. And so we're happy to be coordinating our meeting with that. So members from around the world can come and enjoy both of those events in Toronto. So that's 2026. You might also want to put on your calendars July of 2027 when we go to Fort Worth, Texas, where we'll be hosting a meeting in conjunction, a joint meeting really with the American Association of Avian Pathologists. So that's an opportunity for us to bring in some more members of the veterinary community to talk about not just the management topics that we might normally cover here, but also hear a lot of research in veterinary medicine and disease prevention. We'll also then in 2028 be hosting our meeting back in Canada in Calgary. So right after Calgary Stampede, you can put on your boots and your white hats and we'll be in Calgary for that meeting. So really a great run of wonderful international cities for members to attend over the next 4 years.
Okay, that's great. What is your invitation to the people that are seeing us from outside?
Now, I would just invite you, if you've never been to the PSA meeting, come and interact. The research is literally world class because we have presenters from around the world. I was at a luncheon today where I had presenters from Poland, had presenters from Thailand, had presenters from Indonesia. So it is truly an international association, and this meeting has a very definite opportunity to not only share your research with the world, but also to develop relationships that might lead to future collaboration. So if you are like me and you agree that this is a global poultry industry with huge opportunities, you'll want to come to the PSA Annual Meeting and North American Scientific Conference and or one of our other international scientific conferences like this fall's PSA Pacific Rim Scientific Conference in Macau, China. That'll be this October. If you weren't able to join us in Raleigh, even if you were, come to Macau.
I would love this.
Great opportunities to network, hear some great research, and share your research as well.
Okay, Andy, again, thank you very much for the invitation. I'm very happy to be here, and thank you.
Well, it's been a pleasure to have you here on behalf of the staff and the board of directors of the Poultry Science Association.
Okay,
thank you for being here and sharing this with your audience.